We gotta get down on the rough.
Oh shit. Run down, plug the other one in.
Oh shit.
Right in the wall, right next to it.
Yeah.
Come here. That is so cool. Dude, you gotta come over here and see it. Is that cool or what? Captain's Blog Supplemental. Time is, I don't know, it's after 2,300 hours. And we're testing out the radio tower strobes. And we were just hey, it's dark out. Let's see what these look like if we turn all the lights out and go across the street. So, yeah, we're gonna have fun with these. Neighbors are gonna love us. Oh, let's get to work. Guys, it is Tuesday, September 25th at 12:52 hours, and check this out. Moose?
Hi.
What do you got?
I have mail.
You have mail. And this is the best kind of mail. This is mail that's leaving.
Yes.
And this is the latest box. This is like today's mail that's leaving.
This is today's outgoing orders,
and
almost exclusively quarters.
That's a lot of quarters. That's a hell of a lot of quarters. That's cool. See this? This is us. Building the dream, one little quarter at a time.
And a couple magnets and a couple pens.
Yeah, there's stuff.
There's a little bit, but mostly quarters.
Cool. I am glad to know you guys liked the commercial. All right, let's get to work. All right, time is 18:19 hours, and we get to do suture removal. Now, if you get one of the little disposable suture removal kits, what you get is a pair of tweezers like this, which are quite possibly like just forged out of an old chunk of fence post. And you get these, which have a little hook in them right there, and then the scissor for cutting the suture. And these are really useful for a lot of stuff where you want to like pick under it, so these are pretty handy. Personally, I prefer a different setup because I had a lot of people asking about this nuance. Okay, hey, you take sutures out. So I use this, which is a dental tool that has a little flat, it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually no point there. It's all rounded over, and it's a little flat spoon, and this lets you scoop under things. I use this a lot for all kinds of stuff. Pointy scissors, because these are much sharper. You got to be careful with these because you can stab somebody with them. And then these are my tweezers of choice. They are locking tweezers, and they're really good. These are quality Miltex tweezers. These are good German tweezers, and I like them a lot. And you can actuate them with just a thumb. So I use these for all kinds of stuff. These are also the same tweezers I use for doing sutures. I do sutures with tweezers instead of with hemostats because it just works for me. So, all right, we're gonna cut you now. Now, when you're doing sutures, the previous person, I'll get them in here. Now, if you don't absolutely know exactly what you're doing, then when the doctor says come back in a week and get your sutures out, go back in a week and get your sutures out. Any medical person can do it in about 5 minutes. There's nothing to it. You don't have to get any shots. It's not a big deal. So if, but me, I'm all about picking scabs and cutting stuff and all that jazz. Now, I will state, for legal purposes, I am not a doctor, and this does not constitute medical advice. And if you're going to go playing with, thread laced through your skin, you do so at your own risk. But I'll show you how I do it, and if you can do that, then all the better to you. So here's the official way they do it with the little removable kits, is you hook under like that, and you just work it in gentle, and then cut it off, okay? And that's the official system, is you just push in a little bit and cut it out like that. Now the reason that people use these is it hooks on the bottom. So you come in under the bottom, and it keeps it from rolling off the end of the scissor. Okay, because this has the little hook, and it catches it in there. So these are a little bit easier. If you use regular scissors, it'll want to squeeze out if you don't have anything backing it. See, that actually didn't cut it, just pushed it out the end. Because sutures are made usually of a monofilament. So it's pretty slippery. Batman, the whole world is now breathing manually because they're listening to you breathe.
I just had to catch my breath.
Oh, okay. Does this take your breath away? Okay, now that one's in there a bit, so we're gonna pick this out a bit. There. And we just mobilize that just a little bit so we can get under it. I can hook that and pop it out. Okay, so now the first step is done. We've cut all the sutures. Now you want to look at them and make sure that your knot's, which side your knot's on. Then you just pull it right out like that. And there's the finished suture like that. You've got the knot is complete and just a little thread. You do not want to pull the knot through the wound. It'll go, it'll fit if you want to be a dick about it, but I'm not that mean. And the whole process does not hurt. It feels a little weird, but does any of this hurt, or is it just kind of annoying? Yeah, it's painless. That one's still attached. And that big, gnarly black thing there isn't a suture, that's a leg hair. Oh, twofer right there. All right. Is that one cut? No, that one's just really close. Okay, I actually cut the knot off on that one. Now we've got 2 left here. I'm going to set these aside. We don't need that. We got to get in there. Now these are really tight sutures, so I'm going to use these. These should be able to do it. If these can't do it, then I'll go for my tighter open of choice. These are really, really tiny sutures, so they're kind of hard to get in. Got that one. Got that one. And you just take your tweezers and pull that out. Look at how tiny that suture is. See? And this is why when you get sutures and they leave those tails on there that are like 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch long, don't trim the tails off. Some people do that. They're like, oh, the doctor left these long tails hanging out. I'm gonna clean that up and make it look better. Don't do that. The doctor left them there for a reason. And now we just give this a good once over and make sure we didn't leave anything behind, because you don't want to leave anything in there. That can be bad. And this is just a leg hair. We're just gonna take that right out now. There. One of Liz's leg hairs for the largest donor today. You can have this for your little Liz voodoo doll.
Sell the stitches too.
Oh yeah, we'll sell your sutures on eBay. That'll be fun. All right, you are fine. That is healing wonderfully. You can now, because everybody's asking, because we just took 11 stitches out of your leg, you got to tell people what happened.
I cut
Fell
it.
down the stairs.
I cut it on a scrap piece of pipe.
I like the idea of blaming it on Tom better. Tom was like, I'm in dinner at 6! That was the running joke when she heard it was that dinner wasn't on the table in time. But you cut it on a big piece of galvanized pipe. It was pretty cool, actually. What, do you need stitches too? You've had stitches. Yes, you're an it now. Liz is fixed too, so that she doesn't have puppies. Yes, that's what all the stitches are for, so Liz can't have puppies. Yes, okay. All right, do you approve? All right. You guys have fun? We'll be back with this dog. All right, it's 18:32 hours, and we had a thing here as we wrap up the day that we wanted to ask you guys to help with. You can see this is the official list of what is left to happen until we can open to the public, till we can get occupancy. And this is like what people are working on. This is this week's list? Is that what this is? Okay. One of the things we need, and the electricians are on us about it because it's really expensive, is emergency lighting. This is one of those things that you never notice when you go into a building, but if just over the next week, start paying attention to emergency lights, and look how many there are. And as everybody out there has seen, our building is a damn maze. So one of the laws requires that wherever you look, if you're in a hallway, you have to be able to see exit signs wherever you exit. Well, because of our hallways are all, we have to have a ton of exit signs. So this is what we need your help with. We need these, and this is the lovely Lithonia lighting, okay, LED emergency light unit with battery, okay, and this is just the emergency lighting unit. When the power turns off, these turn on so that you don't die in the building. We also need LED exit signs, okay? And these are the cheap ones. You can get these that cost like 150 bucks a piece, but that's just dumb. We're doing the cheap ones because they work, they meet code, and everybody's happy. And then, for all out rockin' partying, okay? LEDs gone wild. We got the battery powered exit sign with LED lights. It's the unit combo. Not a combo unit, it's a unit combo. All of these are available on Amazon, which is really cool because we got to looking at that because we're like, okay, how the hell are we going to get the money to cover all this? Now, the electrician still is going to charge us to install them, but if we can buy them ourselves, we can just stack them up and give them to the electrician, and it saves us a big pile of money because this lets us distribute the financial liability by letting you guys help out, and you can donate a sign. And if you donate any one of these off our Amazon wish list, you just go on there and buy it, put your name on it, put a note with it, and all I need is your name. You can say whatever you want beyond that, but what I need is your name, and we will make a little label with your name on the light. So you will see your light in the video here. There will be a video thank you and a viewer mail like I do every time, and we will put your name on a light. We did this with the cameras, and it worked awesome. We got 136 cameras, and it helped us build the whole live system, along with a lot of support from Blue Cherry, so that was really cool. But we need your help on exit signs. This is a really big thing. We need lots of them. We need like, well, how many was it of these? Like 30 of these?
27.
27 of these.
Yeah, and like 7 of the combos.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. So we put the amounts and the models, the exact same models, on our Amazon wish list. And you, as viewers and members and just general dudes, can get on there and order 1 or 2 of them and help out, and we'll put your name on it here. So thank you. Let's see if we can make this happen and get one step closer to getting this place open to the public. This is a great way where you can get involved and help out. Thank you.
I learned how to run a machine shop.
Set up an enterprise-level server.
Program 9-foot robots.
Make lightning!
Edit video.
I'm building a radio station.
Light bulb terrarium.
A high-performance electric car.
I'm a CNC geek.
Computer geek!
Robot geek.
Physics geek!
AV geek.
I'm a radio geek.
Craft geek.
Car buff.
No matter what kind of geek you are, we've got a place for you here at the Geek Group. Come join us. We build awesome. Dave?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
I've been dropping concrete ceilings.
Ah.
About to go eat my dinner. I don't want it to taste like concrete. I already hit myself with the air hose to get the rest of my body. Surprisingly, this is an improvement. So, yeah. Can you put this to epic music? The epic beard cleaning music. I can hear the grit getting sucked off my face. It's kind of gross.
You better now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get that off.
Okay. Good night, sir. Second shift's coming in. What's up, Bill?
9 cameras are not connected to this.
It's not surreal. It's surreal.
It is
not
surreal. You roll the R. Not ye.
That wasn't what he was doing, though. He was having some kind of epileptic fit.
I know, but you said surreal.
Oh.
I was saying surreal, like, this is surreal.
So what you doing, Bill?
Let's go! I'm having a wonderful day.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 of the cameras are hooked up to the next blue cherry card from the east wing. We still have to get up in the air, and hopefully before it starts getting far too cold.
It's a damn fine day for working outside. It's like 71 and sunny and awesome.
I had to go to that work thing.
Well, yeah, but I can drive the forklift with a man lift on it if you need to be in the air.
The only thing we can do right now is reposition 2 cameras and wire up 1.
Okay.
And that will require a third person to be inside with the...
No, we got the little portable monitor dingus. That
yeah.
little hand with the itty bitty screen?
That's not what I'm talking about.
It's for aligning and
we have to get
focusing
cables
cameras.
through the wall.
Oh.
So we need
okay.
somebody who's either really, really tall.
Oh, for on the
or
east
very
side,
tall
but the
back.
corner by the high voltage line?
Isn't that west?
That's east.
Oh,
High
okay,
voltage
so the
line
west
is
side's
east,
hooked up there.
AV is west.
Okay, so the west side's hooked up, not the east side.
Okay.
Just let me wind my cable in peace.
You wind your cable. What else you got going on tonight?
That was really my plan, was just to get those cameras finally punched in and
Okay.
wired up. But
Enos! Cameras are hooked up. Come rock out.
so that's ready to go. I don't know much more to say than that.
Okay. You've only got 9 cameras on the new card?
I only have 9. And I know there are more cameras around here, but
There's a lot more cameras in there than...
I can't see the blue cherry system. I can't see it. I don't know where it is. I don't know how to access it. And I'll have to talk with Enos.
Okay.
And I think they showed me it.
It's right there.
Okay. It's right here. Ooh. You stay.
That's the blue
It's
cherry
right
server you want, is that one.
Right. It's right here. But
right-
how do I
it's
look
right
at
there.
the cameras?
You can access
some
them from
point in
any
time-
computer anywhere in the world that has internet.
I know. At some point in time, they showed me how to do it, and they gave me a log on, and they gave me all the stuff. And then I slept, and I don't remember any of it.
All right,
so.
I'll show you all that.
So that's
I've got it sitting on the computer now.
Yeah, he can see it on the office.
okay. Because then,
And I can see it on my laptop too.
because there's 16. There's 2 16 cards in the one computer, and then
Yeah.
I'm trying to just think how many we got
All right.
more than 16 cameras.
I'll
not
poke
coming
you
back
nose
here.
and have him take you through it.
Like I said, I think he has, and
Yeah, but I'll have him take you through it, and this time you can take notes. Okay.
If I take one side,
I'm in the middle of too many things at the same time, Chris, because I don't have time.
Welcome to the Geek Group.
Quit asking me to do stuff.
I just want to make it
You're
work.
such a jerk. Quit asking me to do
Do you have any idea how many people are watching this that want to be able to watch all of our shit all day long? Okay, there's people out there that want to see this as it happens. And if they had access to the Blue Cherry thing, they could watch you rolling cables right now
They could.
on that camera up there.
Yeah, that's true. Although I was thinking about that, is a nonprofit? Yeah, nonprofit's got to be able. Sorry, is a nonprofit able to file for grants? Yeah, they got to be.
What the hell kind of question is that? Do you have any idea how many grants we get a year?
No.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
All right.
Being a nonprofit is what enables us to apply for grants. Most foundations and grant writing organizations require that you have what it's called a 501c3 nonprofit status, and we do, and we've had it for years. It's what makes it like, if you donate, if you give $1,000 to Marcus, okay, then you just lost $1,000.
Right.
If you give $1,000 to the Geek Group, then you get a tax write-off for that. So you actually get a portion of that money back from Uncle Sam, as Uncle Sam's way of saying, hey, thanks for doing them a solid, we're going to hook you up a little bit. You're not going to get $1,000 back in your taxes, but you're going to get a really big chunk of that back. Right. And how big a chunk depends on how much you pay in taxes, and how much money you make, and all kinds of other bullshit accounting stuff that nobody understands, but Sarah understands, and that's why we love Sarah. But yeah, we are that. It's what makes us a nonprofit, is that we're a 501c3.
Because the only reason I guess I asked is one of my coworkers' fiance, that's what she does.
She's a grant writer?
She's not a grant writer, but she's a grant researcher.
Okay.
I don't know, anyways. And she was telling me how to look for grants, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
We know how to look for grants.
All right. I pretty much figured that.
I got 1 million people that want to charge us a lot of money to tell us how to research and how to get grants.
Oh, I understand.
What's hard to find is people that actually want to write grants. People that actually want to be a grant writing intern. I got 1 million people. It's like, if you pick up a shovel and you're digging in your yard, you're going to have 300 people show up sitting there sipping a beer going, no, you're doing that wrong. What you got to do is you load the back of the shovel.
You lift with your back.
You lift, there you go. Lift with your legs. There you go. And no, I got 1 million people happy to tell me exactly what we're doing wrong. I need people that'll get off their bitch ass and actually help, that'll write grants, that'll do the research. And we call those grant writing interns, and they work with Sarah's team, and that's the whole thing. But we need more of them. If you want to be a grant writing intern, show up.
See, what we got to do is we got to find something that we need and find a company that provides that thing and have them get us signed up for the grant to give us the thing.
Most of the time, if it's a thing, like we need a widget, that's my job. I go out and I contact the company. Like you guys say, we need this. That's and I find five different companies that make that, and I get them to donate. Because if you're getting the manufacturer to donate it, way easier.
Okay, that was not what I was talking
Where are you heading with that? Because that's an in-kind donation.
One of the things she was telling me about is, okay, if there's a robot, and this company sells robots. Whatever they do, I don't care, but they sell robots.
Okay, that's your widget.
They want to sell robots.
Yeah.
But, people need money for a very expensive robot. So they'll go find the grants, or find the grants that are coming out, and then go to people who would need robots and say, hey, there's this grant over here, and by the way, we sell robots.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
But then that's how a lot of it's done.
Yeah.
But when it goes to that level, that's Sarah's team and stuff. I don't do that. I do the thing of, you guys need a speaker. Okay, you need a set of monitors. So I contact Polk, Mackie, and Elises. And I say, hey guys, we need monitors and you want to give them to us and we'll make videos about your stuff and you should do this. And then 2 of them will tell me to go piss up a rope and 1 of them will say, here you go, here's a nice shiny set of monitors. What? What? Are you mocking my cables?
Yep.
What's wrong with those cables? You didn't see the video when we made those cables?
I watched the video.
What are you bitching about? We just got to get a shelf built down there, and I've been fixing roof leaks and ripping out ceiling shit and doing all that, and I haven't gotten to it.
Our room that has windows on 2 of its sides to not look like a bomb blew something up.
I totally agree. You got stress.
No, I just...
Do you need a hug? Do you need gummy bears?
I don't need nothing.
I'll get you gummy bears. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'll get you gummy bears. Hey, Bill!
Hey, Will.
Bill! Have a gummy bear.
Thanks.
Here. Marcus needs gummy bears. There, see, gummy bears for everybody.
Awesome.
Yay! Haribo macht Kinder froh und Erwachsene ebenso. Ha! Das ist Haribo.
Thank you.
Das ist Haribo. And by the way, for all the European viewers, you'll get a kick out of this. In the U.S., here's what they say. It just says, kids and grown-ups love it so. So it's still, oh no, kids and grown-ups love it so. The happy world of Haribo. Okay, that's not nearly as cool. See, in the rest of the world, it says Haribo macht Kinder froh und Erwachsene ebenso. Which is way
It just flows better in German, huh?
It does. It flows better in German. And you can't say that about a lot of things.
I was going to say,
poet.
There aren't many
Not a lot of German
sayings
poets.
or songs that.
And it's happy German. Haribo macht Kinder froh.
Sure, you can.
It means Haribo makes kids happy, and then Unterwachsen ebenso, and adults even more so. Haribo makes kids happy, and adults even more so. It's nice. And it's German, so it's to the point, it's serious, it's
to
raw.
the point. It's
They're
serious.
concise.
It's serious candy about being happy.
It is!
Seriously.
Haribo is German way of saying, okay, now it's time to be happy. Here's how you are happy. You will be happy exactly in 0.7 ounces. No, in German it'd be you're happy in exactly 20 grams.
Yeah.
And this is your happy, and we'll have happy time.
And that is all you need.
And then you'll get back to work, because now you've had happy, and you're fine. Get back to work.
That is all you need.
Yes.
And
that
there's
is,
something up there.
and then we listen to Rammstein and rock out.
Right.
Yeah, well, there's like 3 boxes of Happy still sitting in MDH right now.
Yeah, we've got Happy Cola in the MDH. I like the gummy bears better. I like golden bears. Was du hast?
Happy Cola, like.
I have no idea.
It's from Siemens.
From
It's a custom call-out adapter.
And they don't work with the CIA. Don't worry about it.
It's Siemens. It's a German company.
Yeah.
Okay.
So were those things that blew up in Iran. So in the centrifuges.
They totally don't work for the CIA.
Yeah.
Not ever.
Yeah. I like.
That was Iraqi hackers.
Yeah.
Elite, genius Iraqi hackers.
There's a TED from the guy that works for the group that basically figured out what the hell this thing was, and I love watching it because it's incredibly interesting what they do.
You got to send me a link to that. Now, is this the CIA or is this the NSA?
If I remember correctly, I think he's German, and he might be German or he's a European group. And they're like. I'm trying to. What do they call themselves now?
Is this
Semantic.
the
kind
Chaos
of like
Computer
they might
Company?
be semantic. I don't know, but they're kind of like that, where they take viruses or whatever and they infect computers or networks and try and see what it does, and then when it does, figure out what it does it do, and then figure out who did it and where it came from and how it propagates and all. That's their job. I always find that stuff interesting because it's like it's new age detective work. You know, he'd be Sherlock Holmes of the modern era or whatever. And they're talking about how they figured out what this thing is, and talking kind of how they figured it out, you know, because they, as he put it, we feed it cheese. We give it cheese devices and computers and see what it does. And it didn't do anything. It didn't like any of our cheese. What? And so they start tearing it apart and figuring out, but it likes this thing over here, and it likes this thing over here. Okay, fine, but these are very obscure components. Very few industries use these things. What's going on? And it come to find out is the reason why Iran's centrifuges that they used to get plutonium, refined plutonium, blew up. And it was really kind of cool because it reprograms the controlling units to misreport information. So it looks like everything's fine. When you look at your screens and you look at your printout, everything looks fine. But things aren't fine. Because it's reprogrammed the back end of it to spin them too fast so that they're breaking, but slowly. So it might look like it's a maintenance.
So it doesn't just break it a little bit, it breaks it slowly and gently for a long time so that you can't fix it easily.
Yeah, and then a lot breaks.
That's really awesome.
And it's like, and they're like, well, who would do this? This is very select kind of thinking. This is not like, most people want to get your bank information. Most people want to get, your information so they can get money out of you or a company or whatever. Even if company to company, they're trying to get information from another company to their company. But it didn't do any of that. It's very abnormal, and it's very fun to watch.
You've got to send me a link to this.
I will.
All right. Because I haven't seen that TED Talk, and I'm a bit of a TED junkie. I've lost whole Sundays.
Yeah.
Just my day off, I just fall into Wikipedia, come out 3 hours later, bleary-eyed, and be like, why the hell do I know everything about tacking now?
And monkeys.
I need a boat. Yeah, I need a boat and a rhesus monkey. I'm set. I know.
Yeah,
I just spent 4 hours reading about elephant genitalia. Why the hell did I do that?
See, when you're looking up stuff like that, I'm involved in
You get sucked into it, or you'd be like, I now know everything there is to know about the Jarvik heart all of a sudden.
I don't get sucked into stuff like that.
Oh, I do.
Don't.
I get sucked into I lost a whole day on hearts. Like mitral valves and the Jarvik and all that shit. Just hearts.
I mean, I don't get me wrong.
Spent a whole
I
day
use
reading about
Wikipedia
hearts.
Probably more than I'd like
And
to.
viruses. Not your kind of viruses, but like Mutaba, Ebola, the good viruses.
Good viruses.
Whole day gone on bloodborne pathogens. You know, that's like porn for me. I'm gone.
I did a whole day of research on calculating standard vapor pressure, or not standard vapor, to calculate gas. What the fuck was it?
Well, apparently you didn't learn shit about it.
It's to calculate air density, but not using the ideal air.
Like not using STP.
No, the ideal gas. Ideal gas number. So like dry air has a number. Okay, it's this, and that doesn't work for me because I'm not using dry air, I think. So I recalculated it with humidity and water vapor and had to go get saturation vapor pressures and all. So it's like, I want to do this. 3 other equations later, now I've got this chunk. 3 other more equations, now I got this chunk. Now I can plug it in. Okay, I can see there's a difference, but it's really not that important.
You're like, I just spent a whole weekend doing this nothing.
That's how you can make Bill sad, is invest like 2 days worth of work and come to find out it doesn't fucking matter. I just kind of lose my mind when shit like that happens.
You know, 90% of the viewers just left halfway through this conversation, but those that are still here are turbo nerds.
Turbo nerds.
And they feel our pain. Like if you feel our pain.
Yeah,
You know what I need a virus for?
Okay.
I need a computer virus to put into YouTube so that I can find out who the one asshole is who dislikes every single video. There's one guy, sometimes 2, but every video has one dislike. I want to know. I don't want to like beat him up or anything. I just want to know who it is. Who is it out there with that one axe to grind?
Well, you got to keep in mind, probably one of them is Moose's mom.
No, Moose's mom loves me.
No, it's not about that. Moose has said on several occasions, and you have selective memory from time to time, that she watches them on a tablet, and every time she tries to click the little thumb up, it clicks the thumb down.
Yeah, but not every time. And I don't have selective memory. I have maybe a little bit of dumb. I have a horrible memory. A horrible memory is required in my particular
The more
job.
that you try and remember, the less you will.
I like that I have a selective memory. I enjoy that my memory sucks. I revel in the fact, because if I had actually a really good memory, I couldn't do my job, because I would just... Did you ever hear the line about business is kind of like pregnancy? Everybody congratulates you, but nobody realizes how many times you had to get screwed to get there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my really bad memory allows me to forget a lot, and it keeps me optimistic. I wake up every day like, yeah! Instead of, wow, I got my ass kicked yesterday. Maybe today won't suck as bad. I don't do that. I get up and like, come on, let's go. We're motivated. And Marcus is motivated. Look at him. He's bursting with fruit flavors of Haribo. Haribo, Mark Kinderfrau, Unterwachsen, ebenso. Rammstein needs to do the Haribo song.
Why isn't there a Rammstein?
Rammstein needs to do the Haribo song. Rammstein, please get on that, and I will like rock with you. It'd be cool. We need Rammstein to come here and be in a video.
There you go.
You're invited.
You're invited. Please come and sing the Haribo song.
I want to see Rammstein sing the Haribo song, and everybody right now is commenting, going, yes!